Stop scrolling, because this one coin could be worth more than a luxury house. They say America was built on freedom, but the true foundation of the United States is literally hiding in the shadows. We are digging into the historical records today to explain the story of the nation's most elusive artifact. It is a piece of history so incredibly rare, you will likely never see one in your entire life.
I want you to look closely at your screen. You are looking at a ghost, a phantom that obsessed collectors spend their entire lives chasing. Every single day, millions of ordinary coins pass through our hands, and we completely ignore them. But this is not ordinary change. This is a legendary treasure that completely rewrites history.
$10,016,875. Just let that massive number sink in for a second. Back in 2013, a private collector paid that exact amount for a single piece of silver you could easily hide right inside your closed fist. It set an absolute world record. For that price, you could buy a sprawling luxury mansion in Beverly Hills. It is a price tag that shocked the entire planet.
So you have to ask, how can one coin reach $10 million? The answer is not just about extreme rarity, and it is definitely not just about the raw silver. The answer lies in the literal birth of American money. Before this exact moment, people were trading scraps of metal, random foreign currency, and heavy bags of copper just to buy a simple loaf of bread.
Look at this artifact, the 1794 flowing hair silver dollar. This is not just an old coin. It is the official birth certificate of the United States economy. It is a piece of history so deeply significant that owning it guarantees your name is permanently written into history right alongside it. It is the ultimate prize for anyone obsessed with the true origins of wealth.
Let's step back to the 1780s. America was a fragile, broken experiment. The war was won, but the economy was pure chaos. Imagine walking into a local market to buy basic supplies and having to pay with chopped-up Spanish silver, old British pounds, and untrustworthy private IOUs. The new government was totally broke. They desperately needed to create a real, stable national currency to show the world we are real. We are united.
Notice the design they chose for the front. You won't see a king here. No European monarch wearing a gold crown. Look at Liberty's hair, flowing, untamed, wild, alive. This was a bold, aggressive symbol of a rapidly rising nation. It was a clear, unmistakable message to the empires of the world, representing a people who absolutely refused to ever be controlled again.
Now turn it over. Look at the eagle on the back. It is not the fierce, intimidating predator we see on modern money today. Honestly, it looks delicate, thin, almost like a nervous, underfed bird. But that was entirely the point. It perfectly captured a newborn America, trying desperately to stand on shaky legs while the entire world watched, just waiting for them to fail.
But then something happened. The young United States Mint in Philadelphia finally fired up its presses. But they didn't have the experience. They didn't have the right equipment. Those early hand-turned screw presses were incredibly weak. They were really only meant for tiny copper pennies. Striking a massive, thick silver dollar was extremely difficult. It was absolute mechanical chaos. Because of that failure, the official historical records reveal a shockingly low number, 1,758. Only 1,758 of these coins were ever successfully struck and released. To understand just how tiny that is, remember the United States already had a population of nearly 4 million people. One single bag of coins for an entire nation. It was practically nothing.
So why did so many disappear? Well, in the 1700s, nobody was a coin collector. Nobody cared about saving first editions for museums. These coins went straight into deep pockets. They bounced in leather pouches over rough dirt roads. They were traded in dusty taverns and loaded onto wooden ships. They were spent, heavily circulated, and ultimately, lost forever in the dirt of a growing country.
And the truth is even darker. The early American economy was brutal and completely unforgiving. Imagine having to melt down a priceless museum artifact today just to buy firewood. That was the harsh reality back then. When everyday people needed raw silver bullion to buy food, they didn't save a dollar for history. They melted it. They literally destroyed their own national identity just to survive the winter.
Which leaves us with a terrifying reality. Today, dedicated experts believe only 120 to 140 of these original coins still exist anywhere on Earth. Out of billions of people on the planet, 120. That is a survival rate of less than 8% over 2 full centuries. Most of them are just gone forever, turned into silver spoons or cheap jewelry. And that's when collectors realize something. Most of the surviving coins today are severely damaged, deeply scratched, and worn completely flat. But a few, a very tiny few, exist in what collectors call mint state. This means they never touched a pocket. They never saw a tavern. They are perfectly preserved. It is almost as if someone from the 18th century knew they were making history and deliberately hid them away in the dark.
This brings up the ultimate question. Is it really the first American dollar? That legendary specimen that sold for over $10 million is officially graded as an SP66. SP stands for specimen, a flawless, specially minted presentation piece. This specific coin showed mysterious signs of being the absolute first. Top researchers firmly believe it was the very first coin off the press, handled by George Washington himself.
When a verified coin like this appears at auction, it is a global moment, not just a simple sale. It becomes a fierce, unforgiving battle of wealth and prestige. Billionaires, private dealers, and elite historical hunters fight for absolute dominance on the floor. Because buying this isn't just a smart investment, it is about securing a permanent legacy. Your name becomes forever linked to the greatest artifact of American wealth.
So, could one still be hiding somewhere today? That single thought drives collectors absolutely insane. Just a few years ago, a remarkably rare early American coin was found sitting in a forgotten wooden cabinet in Europe, completely unrecognized. That is exactly why hunters endlessly search old family estates. They dig into dusty private bank vaults, hoping to find a fortune staring back at them. The treasure hunt is never truly over.
But before you go emptying your grandfather's attic looking for a hidden fortune, you need to listen closely, because here's where it gets scary. Where there is a single coin worth millions of dollars, there are deep shadows. Welcome to the counterfeit trap, a highly sophisticated trap designed to completely destroy careless buyers who think they just struck gold.
There are highly convincing fakes secretly circulating right now. Criminal forgers take authentic silver coins from 1795 and physically alter the dates to read 1794. They create sophisticated cast fakes from melted silver. And beware of polished coins. Cleaning old silver violently strips away the natural historical patina. It completely destroys the historical integrity. It destroys the value.
That is exactly why authentication is absolutely critical. You must use third-party grading companies like PCGS or NGC. They are the supreme judges. Then, verify the slab, meaning the coin is securely sealed inside a tamper-proof case. Finally, confirm its pedigree, the documented history of everyone who has legally owned it. This is your only protection. Never, ever buy a raw, uncertified million-dollar mystery.
Because this is where the legend begins. I want you to truly think about the immense emotional weight of holding a certified genuine 1794 dollar in the palm of your hand. Think about the timeline. It quietly survived the blind panic of the Great Depression. It survived the burning of cities. It survived catastrophic world wars. And yet, it is still here, still quietly whispering its history.
Look closely at this tiny silver disc one last time. This is not just a piece of rare metal dug out of the earth. It is the literal genesis of the entire American financial system. It is the exact physical moment that a fragile, broken experiment from the 1780s finally decided to trust itself. It is a bold declaration of independence, made permanent in heavy silver.
And that's why this legendary coin isn't rare in silver, it's rare in history. Because the 1794 flowing hair dollar is not a normal coin. It's the birth of American money. So the next time you hold a simple handful of pocket change, ask yourself, what forgotten, priceless history might be hiding right now, right in the palm of your hand?